Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a fabulous day. Today I'm going to share with you an honest review of my Saint Laurent Mini Manhattan bag. I've had this bag now for just under 3 months and I've used it a lot, so it's been the main bag that I've used in that time, and I've also taken it on 2 holidays with me, so I feel it is quite tried and tested now. So I'm going to share with you the pros and cons of this bag. This style comes in 3 different sizes. So I've got mine in the mini, which is the smaller size. Then you've got the small Manhattan bag, and then the larger size is simply called the Manhattan bag. There is also a top handle version of the Manhattan bag, but the style of that is a bit different. So for this particular style, it comes in 3 sizes. And as you can see, I have mine in the black smooth leather with the beautiful gold hardware. So I'm going to go through these quite quickly, but I'm going to go through 5 pros and 4 cons of this bag. So let's get into the pros. So firstly, the biggest pro I think of this bag is the style and the look of it, and that is what drew me to this bag. I think it's very chic and very minimal kind of look. I really love it. I think it's very elegant. I think it goes with so many different outfits, and I love how understated it is. I just think it's very chic, and I really like this belt buckle design at the front. I just think it's a very well put together bag. My second pro for this bag is that it is very light. So it's a very simple bag. There's not much to it. There's not much organization in it, and it is pretty simple in terms of its structure and build. You do have a few little bits of hardware, but that's really it in terms of what adds to the weight. So it is a very light bag, and then of course, because it is very small, there's only so much you can put inside this, and so overall it's very comfortable to wear because of how light it is. And then you do have this leather strap as opposed to a chain strap, which would be less comfortable. My third pro is that it is a very durable bag from what I have seen so far. So I have only had this for 3 months, so of course I can't talk to it for longer term use. But I think with this type of leather, even though it is very smooth and therefore you might think it's very prone to scratching, in my experience actually, I have really just used this bag without babying it at all, and I've not noticed any additional scratches that I've got to this bag. If you saw my original unboxing video, you will know that when I actually ordered this from Selfridges online and received it, there were already some scratches to it, which was very disappointing. Selfridges did then give me a little discount because of that, so I think it was fair for the discount I got in the end, but it was very disappointing to see scratches on the front. That did lead me to worry that this was not going to be a durable bag, but since I've used it, I've not seen any new scratches, so in my opinion, it is very durable from what I've seen so far. The fourth pro of this bag is that it's quite versatile with its strap. So it comes with a single long strap that is removable and adjustable. And so it's a simple leather strap here, and you can see it feeds through the top here through these 2 metal loops, and then you can adjust the strap here via these belt buckles. And I really like it because you can wear this bag with the strap long, so as a crossbody or simply just slung over one shoulder, or you can also pull these bits through, double up the strap, and then you've got yourself a shorter shoulder bag, so you can put it under your arm, or you can also simply hand hold it. So I think it's very versatile. And then of course with the option to remove the strap entirely as well by simply undoing this buckle, it means if you did have any other options, you could feed them through this these metal loops here, or you could just wear this as a clutch, and it's a very nice size for a clutch as well. And my final pro for this bag is that I think the style is also very versatile. So as I said earlier, I think it looks very chic, but I think it's very good to dress up or down. So if you wanted to just dress this down during the day, then simply wearing it crossbody makes it look very dressed down. It's very small as well, and it's just very easy to use as a daytime casual bag if you don't want to carry too much. And then it also just looks very elegant for evening. So I think you could easily use this as an evening out and party bag. If anything, this is more on the formal side in my opinion, but I just think it's very versatile. So I love that about this bag as well. Okay, so now on to the cons of this bag. My first con is that it is a tiny bag. And of course I knew that before I bought this bag, but it really is very small indeed. So you can only fit your real bare essentials in here. So I'm talking a phone, maybe your AirPods, a card holder, keys, and then a lipstick or two, and maybe a small compact. But that is it, and I will just show you very quickly for size comparison. This is my iPhone 11 case. It is the regular 11 size, so not the Pro, and that fits in perfectly fine. It is a very good fit, but it already takes up a lot of space in the bag, if you can see there. And then I'll just show you with my card holder, which is of course the slimmest form of wallet or purse, but there is not much space inside this bag at all. So that's something to bear in mind. If you are looking for a larger bag, then you could check out the small Manhattan bag. That one is actually quite a lot bigger than this mini size. It is pretty spacious. However, the strap is different, so it comes with a shorter strap which you can use as a shoulder bag rather than a crossbody or longer shoulder bag. So that's something to bear in mind. My second con of this bag is that it is very fiddly to get in and out of. So with these belt buckles here, which I love the look of, I love the design of it, but it does make it a pain to get in and out of this bag. So you've got the two buckles here, which are magnetic, and it's quite a secure magnet, so it does feel very nice to use. So you pull those aside and then you lift the flap up. And then the flap itself, you can see here, there is a little protruding piece of metal there, which has to align into this hole in the flap. And so that's actually the most challenging part for me. I'm not too bothered personally about these flaps, because when I do close the flap down, so what makes it difficult is I do often have to look to the side to align it. Sometimes it does just fall in place as well, but often I have to look at it to align that hole into the slot. And then these bits I often just leave hanging like this, and then as I'm wearing it, it might end up just closing, but I'm not too bothered about having it open. So that's actually less of a problem for me. The main issue is I do want to slot the top, the flap here into the hole, because that is essentially what closes the flap down. And sometimes that can be a pain. So it is fiddly, and I would say that often you have to use two hands to get in and out of this bag. So if you are looking for something very casual that's easy to use, I would not personally recommend this bag. My third con is that it is a pretty rigid bag. It's quite boxy, which is something that I really like about this bag as well. But especially because this bag is very small, it means that the rigid nature of the leather and the structure of the bag really does limit even more what you can carry inside it. So it's not very flexible, and you do have to play a bit of Tetris with your very few items inside the bag. So that's something else to bear in mind. But I think it makes the bag look a lot nicer, and obviously it gives it this very clean look. And my final con for this bag is one that's not necessarily an issue yet, but may contribute to quite a bit of wear and tear on this bag. So maybe that's something that makes this bag less durable, contrary to what I suggested earlier. But it's around scuffing on the straps. So because the strap is held in place by these two metal loops here, what I do notice, you may be able to hear, is that the metal does scuff the side of the straps as you pull it through. And so if you were just to wear this constantly as either a crossbody bag or a long shoulder bag, it may not be a big issue, but naturally you will be sliding the strap over time anyway. But if you did also want to double up the bag, then it is going to contribute to the wear of the strap. And it's maybe not a big deal, but I will try and find what you see when there is scuffing. So I'm not sure if you will be able to see on the camera, but on the edges of the straps you can see some slight white. It's kind of like the glue or the coating, where it just peels ever so slightly with the scuffing, and you can peel this off, but I can just imagine that over time this will get worse and it may not look as nice. For now it is not really an issue, but something to bear in mind. And so that is everything. That's my list of pros and cons for this bag. I do absolutely love it, and I don't yet at least regret buying it, but I have to say that it's quite limited in its use. You really have to downsize a huge amount and be happy with just carrying a few things, which I usually am, but even for me, I would say this is very small. But it is beautiful. It's very elegant, I think, and it goes with pretty much every outfit. So I do love it. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down in the comments box and I will try and answer them for you. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it was helpful, and I will see you in my next one.